You want to be a farmer? Well, here's a couple of acres.
Hey everyone, this is the Movie Maniac. Thank you for watching, and thank you to new and returning subscribers. Today, I'm going to give you my roughly, sorta 1-minute review for Last Action Hero! First off, this movie is the ultimate fantasy. A magic ticket that gets you access into your favorite film series, and you get to team up with the main character. It's a dream, really. Arnold Schwarzenegger does a terrific job as the fictional Jack Slater, who has to come to terms with the idea that he's playing a fictional character in the movie you're watching who's actually being played by the real-life Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's very meta, and there's even a scene where the film breaks the fourth wall. The action is fantastic. You can tell director John McTiernan, who did Die Hard and Predator, is in the director's chair. I think my favorite action sequence is when Danny Madigan first enters the movie and ends up in this big car chase, and there's so much gunfire, there's explosions, one-liners, and a lot of funny moments going on top of all the badass mayhem. This movie is way ahead of its time, and it even had a long running time, or at least it was considered long back in 1993, but nowadays it would kind of just fit in with everything else. People weren't sure what to make of this story, and audiences were a little perplexed. Guys, with all that being said, I gotta tell you, I've always given Last Action Hero a 6.5 out of 10, but after this most recent viewing, I actually am gonna bump it up to an 8. I think this is a great film. It might be Arnold Schwarzenegger's most underrated movie. I think that it's often overlooked by people who saw it once, that one time they saw it in the early 90s and they thought, it was okay, I don't know if it really registered with me. I promise you, go back and watch it again. There's a lot to love here. This is an extremely creative picture. I think that everything is pretty much on point here. And in the past, I actually thought that the movie dragged a little at one point in the middle, going into the final stretch. And this time, I didn't feel it at all. And that just goes to show you how well this has held up over time. Time has treated Last Action Hero with much respect. So what do you all think of Last Action Hero? Do you think that I'm being too kind to this movie? Do you think that maybe my 6.5 was originally the proper rating? Or do you feel like, hey, thank you for coming around, Maniac, because this actually is a great action comedy fantasy? Wow, it occupies a few genres, doesn't it? And this was ahead of its time, and John McTiernan is a great action director, and he nailed it here as well. Stay safe, wear gloves if you can, wear a mask if you can, keep 6 feet away from people if you can, and to all of you out there, you all know the drill. Smash that notification bell. Like, comment, and subscribe so you can stay inside the mind of the movie maniac.
Excuse me, you're under my tripod. I'm trying to make a video.